I used to have a friend named Michael. We hung out all the time. Granted, this was back in elementary and middle school, but we still hung out all the time, if out of perception of all the time was a few times a week. We didn't care. We were buds, best friends. We were inseparable. Michael always was very particular. Maybe this is why we always were friends. It seems that we were the weird kids at school. You know, the ones that were playing Pokemon or card games or that kind of fun stuff, while other kids were talking about girls and how cool they were and how they were going to spend their weekend and that kind of crap. Anyway, Michael always talked about his friend that was always following him everywhere and liked the same exact things he did. One thing that you should know about Michael is that he hated when people copied him. In fact, he despised it so much he had gotten into fights for it. But the strange thing is, he didn't mind his friend at first. In fact, he seemed to like him more than me, which I didn't really care much considering I had never met him, nor did I think he even existed at the time. Michael kept getting weirder and weirder as time went on, and at some points, he would be borderline schizophrenic. How I knew this was, one particular day he came to me saying that him and his friend had a fight, but his friend didn't leave, he just stayed with him and followed him everywhere, and copied him. At one point, he pulled his sleeve and showed scars. He said that he was testing him to see if he would actually copy him to a certain extent. He did. Michael said no matter what he did, he couldn't fight his friend. The police arrived at my door with the bad news. Michael had killed himself. I walked to his house to see how his mother was and if there was anything I could do to help. I walked into the quiet house and saw the blood-stained bathroom. Michael shot himself in the head with his dad's 9mm that he had gotten a few weeks ago because there was a break-in next door to him. There was a suicide note on the top corner of a shattered mirror, but the bullet went sideways through his head and the mirror was obviously smashed on purpose. All the note said was, "He can't copy me anymore."